I'm here with the guys from Bleacher Report. Can you guys introduce yourselves and talk about your company and your application?
Hey, I'm Dave Nemetz, Bleacher Report, one of the founders. Bleacher Report is we call it the open source sports network. It's a social community for sports fans. It's driven by user generated sports journalism. Basically, we give the sports fan who's got all the knowledge about their teams the ability to kind of make the calls, to break down the games, to analyze what's going on, and kind of get it out there and bypass the mainstream media.
And I'm William Cotton, and I'm a developer at Bleacher Report, and just make all the magic happen.
That's great. Can you talk a little bit about why you guys ultimately decided to build on OpenSocial?
We started out with Facebook. It was, just kind of something that we decided we would try out, and really liked the way that we could kind of capture a lot of new interested users and get the Bleacher Report name out there. And the kind of social aspect, it's really what Bleacher Report's all about, and sharing opinions and kind of getting fans together to argue and debate. And so we tried to promote the same types of ideas on open social platforms, and kind of what we're doing here with the Google gadgets.
Great. Could you talk a little bit about the architecture of your application, how you're using the APIs? How was it like to move from the standalone website into an application?
All right, well, we're not really replicating a lot from our standalone website. We actually came up with a brand new application for the start of this. Unlike a lot of people had been porting current Facebook apps to Orchid, and we just decided to start from scratch with an Orchid only app, which we'll probably then port to Facebook afterwards. But a lot of people were used to the Facebook development environment, and that was mainly server side API stuff, where the Google gadgets and Orchid applications, OpenSocial, whatever, are pretty much all JavaScript, and but it was good to work with. So we just made a full JavaScript application, and yeah, it was decent.
Yeah, I think our philosophy was to keep everything really simple, and in the simplicity make something that would be really addictive, that a lot of people would just get into and use a ton. And it's kind of what we've tried to do here.
Yeah, and it still ties into sports fans and their opinions. So, but it's just very simplistic.
For the future, what do you want Google to focus on? What kind of features in the OpenSocial API would really help out your app?
Well, I don't know if much more is needed for this app. It was intended to be very simplistic, and I think it would suffer from more features actually. But in general, for OpenSocial, I think just being able to integrate all of the different products that Google has, like YouTube and Gmail and even search history, and letting developers have access to that information, I think a lot of very interesting things would come up.
Great, awesome. Could we see your app?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Our gadget is called Live Power Rankings, and essentially the idea is, every sports site has power rankings where they rank the teams, or some of them rank the players, and we basically push that on the users, and they can decide what teams are the best, and it's kind of a crowdsourced way of deciding what teams are ranked the highest. So we can do this for any sport. For this demo, we focused on soccer because Orchid is big in Brazil, as everyone knows. So what we have right here are various categories in soccer. This is the Uefa Champions League club teams, and basically each screen loads two teams from the Champions League, and
It's obviously AC Milan.
you got AC Milan versus Olympiacos. It's a pretty easy choice. So you click on who's best, you see what other people have chosen, and down below you see what your friends have chosen.
If they dealt with that matchup before.
Exactly. So it's basically each time it's two random teams. You got to decide who's better, and the results show up here, and kind of the rankings spit out, and you can see what everyone's chosen overall, and you can see your friends specifically. So and then we can hop over to the Brazilian Serie A. Got two Brazilian club teams. We don't know these as well, so
I don't know any of them.
We'll guess. And then we've got players here as well, so we can check out who the top players in the world are. All right. Yeah, that's
cool. Great.
It.
Is there anything else you want to say about your app or OpenSocial?
Access to more data. Developers like data.